I don't understand. How... Hello, Iku. It's a pleasure to meet you. How do you know my name? Why do you look... It's alright. Just let me explain. From the beginning. Long ago, in a galaxy far from here, there was a planet inhabited by humans, much like you and I. It's difficult to summarize everything that led up to this moment, so I'll say it simply. Give humanity the power to destroy the world, and eventually, they will. When that moment came, a project was launched to secure humanity's survival. There wasn't enough time to guarantee safety, but uncertainty was better than extinction. They called it the Replica Project. Most believed the name referred to recreating their home planet elsewhere. Only a handful knew the truth behind it, but we'll come back to that. The journey to the new frontiers took years. Some ships never made it. Some colonies flourished, while others collapsed. Then, a massive, unexplained astronomical event occurred in one region of space, and all contact with those colonies was lost. Luckily, our story doesn't take place there. One ship was separated from the rest during the journey. At the time, it was believed to be another failure. But it wasn't. Ship 19 landed on a planet similar to the one it left behind. Not identical, but stable, habitable. They named it Replica 19. But that's... Yes, the very planet we stand on now. But this story takes place long before you were born. The ship's scientists watched as the population grew, adapted, and changed over millions of years. Human lifespans lengthened, civilizations rose, governments formed, and of course, conflicts ignited and collapsed under their own weight. To guide this world, the scientists introduced technology in stages, carefully controlling progress. Their role was inherited by their descendants, then theirs, until they were no longer seen as scientists at all. They became the known. There's no need to be so tense. Tell me, what brought you to the archives, Iku? The Resistance sent you, correct? I have no obligation to answer you. That's alright. I already know. With enough time, everything that once had meaning becomes forgotten. In present-day R19, the prayers and hardships of our ancestors hold no significance to its people. Humanity is destined to repeat history. My parents were both members of the Known, and the Known were exempt from the annual endowment to the Council. So I grew up unaware of the plight of R19, untouched by scarcity or consequence. As a child, the only thing I cared about was pretending to be the princess from my favorite picture book. I would make believe, strolling through the meadows of Earth, where clouds roamed freely across the sky. I didn't know why it felt so familiar, only that it did, like it had been written for me. By the time I learned the truth, hypersleep syndrome had already claimed countless lives. I left the Known enclave. I didn't know where I was going, but I knew I couldn't stay. I knew the Resistance wouldn't treat someone with my background kindly, so I assumed a fake identity. A spy? Hardly. It was simply a way to protect myself. At first glance, the Resistance looked like an organization for the people. They dismantled officials, freed prisoners, destabilized systems. But freedom built on destruction felt hollow. I didn't agree with their methods. Still, I had nowhere else to go. One day, I was assigned a mission to infiltrate the Known's archives. The objective was to steal data, but my focus was elsewhere. Instead, I followed a question I had carried my entire life. Before I realized it, I was in the historical archives. There was something I needed to know, and it could only be found there. I was frantically rummaging through the documents when I sensed a figure approaching me from behind. I thought I had been caught. But as the stranger stepped out of the shadows, I saw a girl who looked exactly like me. And that brings us to now. But you just described my life up until this very moment. Mine too, or at least a version of it. It varies slightly depending on the timeline. You're me? Yes. Specifically, I am you from another dimension. A little older, but that part isn't important. I came here to pass the baton to you, Iku. The baton? I've come here to take your place. I'll transfer all the data I've collected, and you'll pick up where I left off. You'll travel back in time to continue my research. But why? To continue the chain. This is the true Replica Project. Not planets, but people. Copies of a single consciousness, preserved across time and reality. I am your replica, Iku. We must keep this relay going, no matter what. It's our destiny. There are others like us. You may even meet one in your timeline. But we all share the same mission, to become living archives. I don't understand. It's okay. I didn't understand at first either. But please trust me. Figuring this out is part of the journey. This is also overwhelming. Iku, you and I both know the real reason you joined the Resistance wasn't to rebel or challenge the known. You wanted access to knowledge, to history, to answers. And most of all, the author. I wanted to know who wrote the storybook. It resonated with me so deeply. I thought if I could find out who wrote it, it would lead me to more information about Earth. That was me. I authored the book. What? Wait, does that mean I wrote the book? But how is that possible? Time and dimensional travel work in mysterious ways, far beyond human comprehension. You said our ancestors came from another planet. Was that Earth? Yes. And that's where you're headed now. So, it's real! Earth wasn't fictional! How could a planet so beautiful be real? But it is. The clouds, the flowers, the music. It was all lost all those years ago. But as long as we don't break the chain, it will always live on. It's your turn now, Iku. It's your turn to see it all. Your turn to write the story. Okay, what do I have to do? Take this watch. It's a very important gift from a very important friend of mine, and yours too, though you haven't met her yet. This watch will guide you. Hijack one of the ships below and follow the coordinates I've marked. When the time warp begins, the watch will align you with the correct timeline. Wait, but I barely know how to fly a spaceship. Me neither. Get ready for a rough landing. What? Whatever you do, don't turn back. If you get caught, our entire operation will be compromised. Okay, but what's going to happen to you? Don't worry, I'll be fine. Now go. We don't have much time. Okay. Iku, wait. Yes? Tell Aoi and Menno I said hi.
チープなセットで人の抑止で SF 映画いつか世界がまともになって